36 of this course. So in this video we are going to be creating this component kind of project. So if you click on this learn more button right here, so here you can see it will now give us these text right here. Okay, so if you click on it one more time, so it will now just hide it. So we are going to be building this project by just using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. No nothing like no CSS processor and stuff. Okay, so without wasting any further time, now let's jump right into our code editor and write our code. Just give a name of like 36 point I don't know, read more and read less would be fine. I'll just read more and read less, kind of a weird name for a folder. I don't know, but we are going to be writing an index.html file inside the HTML. Then we have to just create a new file, give a name of style.css, then finally create an app.js file. And now let's just zoom in a bit so that we can see everything a bit clear. Alright, so that's that. So for HTML, we are going to be writing our doc type. First of all, change the title to like read more / read less right here, link it with our CSS and or JavaScript, then hide this metadata from here and right click on it, open it with a live server. Alright, so now that's that. So next thing which you have to do for HTML, we have to first of all create a container. Inside this container we would have a header right here. Inside this header we are going to be writing h2 like welcome to the real world, or you can choose like you can give any text you want, but in my case I just give them like if I don't know something. So instead of writing like lorem ipsum to the just for a heading, so I just write like welcome to the real world. So that's that. So now I'm gonna just write a p with the class of para, and inside this para we would have a span with a class of content and then container and just -1. So this one will be a first container, so I'll just write like a lorem, and that's that. And finally here I'll just put dot in it. So save our file. The next thing which you have to do is to just copy this para from there and then just duplicate it, and here we have to just place our br right here for breaking. Save our file, and this one will be container2. And underneath this span we are going to be also writing our button. So I'll just write like a button with the class of btn and learn more. Save it, and this is how it looks like right now. Okay, so now let's jump right into a styling, and now let's just style it a bit. So I'll just select everything. Margin will be 0, padding will be 0, and box sizing will be border box, and font family will be sans serif. Save it, and this is how it looks like right now. And you know what, we would go like side by side. I guess that would be a little bit of helpful, so we can still see our text right there. Alright, so select our body next, and now just write a main height of 100 vh, and then the background color will be just this color, which is like blend. I can't even pronounce this name. Sorry, I can't pronounce it, but display will be flex, and justify content will be center, align items will be center, padding will be just 70%, not percent, but pixel. So everything is now at the center, and this is how it looks like. And the next thing which you have to do is to select our container, which is this container, the top container. Okay, now let's just select that. Now let's just change the background color to totally white. Save it, and this is how it looks like. And now the next thing which you have to do is to just write a padding all around like 30 pixel top and bottom, and 40 pixel like left and right. Save it, and this is how it looks like. And now let's just finally add a little bit of border radius of 10 pixel. It's looking a bit smooth, and then width will be like 50%. Alright, so this is how it looks like right now. Okay, so because we want it to be responsive, so this is how it looks like. Okay, so it's totally responsive by just providing this width of 50 pixel. Anyhow, I'll just comment it out for now, and we will just provide that a bit later because we are now styling it. Save it, and this is how it looks like. Now let's just style this h2. So we are going to be just selecting this header area. Inside this header area we have this h2, so I'll just write header and h2, and then I'll just change the font size to like 1.4 rem and save it. And it's looking yeah, it's looking a bit bigger right here. Anyhow, and then we will just change this paragraph with the text of with the class of para. So let me just show you that this one have a class of para, and this one also have the class of para. So that's that. So now let's just select this para right here, provide a little bit of margin top to it to like 12 pixel, font size will be just like 18 pixel maybe. Save it, and that's that. And now the next thing which you have to do is to just select that para and also our content container -2. Okay, so we want to just provide a display of none for right now. Okay, now once we save it, and now that second container is gone, like this one I'm talking about. This one the second one container, and this one is the first one. All right, so that's that. Next thing which you have to do is to provide a class for our JavaScript. So we are going to be providing like JavaScript, and now this class will be for JavaScript. So content container 2 dot toggle. So if you add this toggle class by using a JavaScript, which means that we are just showing this div. So now let's just save that, and now let me just show you this toggle class. If I just provide this toggle class right here, like toggle, and save it, so here you can see it will now show us this second paragraph right here. Okay, so now let me just remove them, and that's that. And now the next thing which you have to do is to just style our button right here. So this is going to be the final thing, so I'll just write like btn, and then just provide a little bit of background color to it, like black would be fine, and text color will be totally white. Padding will be just like padding 10 pixel top and bottom, and 45 pixel left right. Save it, and this is how the buttons look like. And then font size will be 1.1 rem, and then border radius will be 5 pixel, outline will be none, border will be none, and then cursor will be pointer margin, top will be just like 15 pixels. Save it, and this is how our button look like right now. Okay, so I'm gonna also just uncomment this width for now and save it, and this is how it looks like. All right, so now let's just make everything a bit bigger so that we can focus on our project just a little bit better. All right, so we are not going to be writing a lot of crazy JavaScript. We just need a few, like 3 or 4 line of JavaScript. So the first thing we would need is we have to grab our container 2, which is this container 2 right here. So let me just grab that, copy it, and then const container 2 would be fine, and then document dot query selector, and will be now equals to this content container 2. And then now let's just grab this button, which is this button. So, and we give a class of btn, so you just write like btn will be now equals to document dot query selector of just this btn. Okay, so once we click on this btn, like we attach this add event listener, so we want to just call this function inside there. So what do we have to do? We just have to write like container2 dot class list dot toggle, and just toggle this toggle class which we wrote right here for JavaScript. And if we just provide this toggle class to this container2, so it will just show up this container right here. So once we save that, and now if we click on this learn more, so here you can see it will now show up this this text right here, and if you click it one more time, it will now hide it. Okay, so we could have just add HTML entity instead of this learn more, but I guess this is a little bit helpful to see, so that's why I added this button right here. All right, so that was it about for this project. So now if you guys don't know about Git and GitHub, so you can feel free to skip this video and jump right into the next project. And if you guys do know about Git and GitHub and want to push your code into your GitHub repository, so this is what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so then we are going to be writing like git status, and we have O36. So git not commit, just add first of all everything, git commit dash m of like learn, or not learn, read more slash read less. And now if you hit enter, get push origin main, and now if you hit enter, so it will now just push this code onto our GitHub repository. And now if you refresh that, so we would have this O36. All right, so here you can see we have this O36. So we have this index, this app.js file, and we have all of this code, and we have this index.html file, and we have all of this code, and finally we have this style.css file, and we have all of this code right here. If you want to copy it and change it a bit, so you can also do that. All right, so I guess that was it about today's video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.